Hi Greedy 3Ders, welcome to today's episode. The guys over at JAMGHE have really kindly sent me some 3D printer resin to test for you guys. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to put that through my Uniformation GK2. We'll do a calibration print first and we'll talk through that briefly. Then we'll hit this model here. This is the Luke Skywalker on a Tauntaun model from the Star Wars Patreon 3D printing group, a subsidiary of Wicked and Berserk. We'll talk you through that whole process and we'll see how we get on with this JAMGHE resin. Stay tuned. So we're going to be taking this 10K Nebula Grey, yes 10K, getting it into our Uniformation GK2. Now the first thing you notice is the smell. It's no different than any other resin I've used. It's not stronger, it's not less stronger. I've not noticed anything different to other resins I've used in the past. It seems a little thicker in viscosity than other manufacturers such as Sunlu, but pours really well. Now we're going to do the frozen XP test first, and of course the printer will do its things. It'll reach temperature. Yes, this printer has a heater. Make sure you check out my review. And it will immerse itself in the resin gloopiness and do the XP test. Now, when the test had finished, this is the result I got. This was with a 2.5 second exposure test. I did do quite a few, but this was the best one that came out. And these are the settings that I've used. As you can see, 2.5 seconds for the exposure time with a 30-second bottom layer time for 5 layers, and absolutely amazing results. Those are the settings which produced it for me.
Some time later.
Yes, and the first print is done. This is the Tauntaun head from the Star Wars diorama that I showed you earlier. Everything seems to have printed absolutely marvellously. I've had no failures, no issues, no problems, no concerns during the printing process, using exactly the same settings as I used on the XP test. And there we go. I think the evidence speaks for itself. It looks really, really good. But let's get it off the build plate and see how it came off. Now, it was a little harder to get off the build plate, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's held on the build plate and printed perfectly, which I'm happy with. And it wasn't particularly hard. It came off with a little bit of persuasion, so no dramas there. Supports I noticed straight away were a little bit stronger than some of the other resins I've used. They weren't brittle in any way, shape or form. So again, that's another positive for this resin. And there we go. That speaks volumes. There's the Tauntaun head. Some immense detail in this model. I mean, congratulations to the team that created it. But with the Uniformation GK2 and the JAMGHE resin, this 10K resin, it's an absolutely wonderful quality print. And I've got no concerns at all with what I am seeing. This was the first print that I did, and shortly afterwards I did the second one too. This was the Luke Skywalker one, and again you can see that the finer details are all there on his badge, on his uniform. Again, the resin has done an amazing job at producing this quality print, and I am absolutely chuffed to bits with everything. Now the blaster, the DL44 blaster there from Star Wars, well, Han Solo's blaster, you probably recognise it as printed beautifully. Absolutely wonderful. No concerns at all so far. So what's our conclusion after using JAMGHE resin? Well, I think the conclusion is sitting in front of me here. The quality of the prints have been absolutely excellent. Everything I've printed over the last couple of weeks with it has come out perfectly. I've had no failures, no problems. Everything has been wonderful. So I can thoroughly recommend this resin for you guys to try. Now, another good bit of news, if you go to the description, you'll see a code there to get 5% off this resin. The wonderful guys over at JAMGHE have given us a code to use to get 5% off for greedy 3D users, and that is an absolute bonus. So thank you, JAMGHE. Thank you for watching today. Go and get yourself some of this resin. Go and have a play. You will not be disappointed. See you next time on Greedy 3D.